Hi everybody, my name is Dave MAROTTA and I am a bass player based out of Los Angeles, California. And I got my start playing bass at the age of 12. I had been studying classical guitar since I was 7. And my dad had a music store and we provided all of the backline for the Monterey Pop Festival. I believe it was 1966, maybe 67. And we had box seats and I was just blown away by the bass playing of Noel Redding with Jimi Hendrix and Donald Duck Dunn with Otis Redding. And so shortly after that, I started playing bass and actually had my first gig within a couple of weeks, subbing for somebody, and I just kept working after that. My first amp was a Standell 215 Monster. It was probably about this tall. And I took it out of my dad's music store. It was the biggest thing he had, and I thought big was better at the time. And that's what I used for a long time. Some of the top moments of my career, I'd have to think of two right off the top of my head. In the late 70s, I was working with Gino Vanelli, and that in itself was an accomplishment to play with him because his music was so diverse and very challenging. But we played Carnegie Hall with him, and that was a great moment. And then just about a year later, I got a call from Burt Bacharach, and we ended up also playing Carnegie Hall, completely different kind of a vibe with symphony orchestra. But those two things kind of stand out in my mind. As far as collaborations, I've been a longtime bass player for Carl Verheyen and his band, and I've probably played on, I think, 14 out of 16 of his albums. And in the beginning, I actually co-produced and arranged with him, and that's been a long time collaboration and still going on. And then the collaborations with Burt Bacharach, I learned so much from him. I just finished working with Gino Vanelli, where there was a lot of chops involved, and then working with Burt, I mean, he just really taught me the challenge of playing simple, and how a simple bass line, how it can elevate a tune. So I learned a lot about whole notes and half notes from Burt Bacharach. I discovered Mark bass at the 2007 NAMM show. I've been a Music Man artist for a long time, and I was playing at the Music Man booth with Albert Lee and Steve Morris. And I plugged into this little amp with a yellow speaker. And I think it was this amp, it was a 12, maybe a 15 at the time. But I was just blown away. And after we ended playing, I was talking to Sterling Ball about it, and he said, "Follow me." So I basically followed him across the floor of NAMM, and Sterling introduced me to Marco, Ricardo, and at the time Peter Murray, and we started a relationship back then. So it's been since 2007. The models that I'm using currently, as far as amps go, this is the Little Mark D2, and I use it with this 4-ohm 212, one of the new lightweight versions. Just fantastic sound. Small stages, large stages. It's just really got amazing sound all around. I love this this Ninja combo. This is a 500 watt combo 210. And then for smaller gigs, just received this CMD 112 P4, which is amazing. Once again, small package with a lot of sound coming out of it. I also should mention, in the studio, I've been using this guy here, the preamp. what I do is I've got a splitter here. So I use the preamp to add a little distortion, and then I take another line to a regular clean direct box, and I'll just record to 2 channels. And from what I understand from the producers, they usually go with about 75% of the dirty sound and 25% of the clean sound. So this is a great tool as well. Also, the modern JP bass. Been using that in the studio quite a bit. It's just, it's got everything a jazz bass has, and then some more if you can use it in passive or active mode. It's just a great instrument and plays like butter. What I love about Mark basses is the family atmosphere that they create. They're always so supportive. When we're on tour, if there's something that we need, they're right there for us, and really appreciate that. And I just love how Marco and his team are always just innovating and pushing the envelope, creating new products for us bass players, and making our lives a lot easier. Thanks to all you guys.